So, what to you is wealth? This is one you have to sit down and work out in advance if you are going to get wealthy. My observation is that wealthy people invariably have worked this one out. They know exactly what to them wealth means. I have a wealthy and extremely generous friend who says that he knew long ago, when he was starting out in business, that he would consider he had made enough when he wasn't living off the money he had amassed, which we will call his capital, nor would he be living off the interest on his capital. No, he would consider himself wealthy when he was living on the interest on his capital. Sounds good to me. Now, this friend knows how much his interest on the interest is making him pretty much by the hour. Thus, if we all go out for a meal in the evening, he knows first how much the meal has cost, and second how much he has made while eating the meal. He says that as long as B is more than A, then he is happy. This is setting the definition of wealth pretty high, you might think. Maybe you wouldn't want to set it this high, and that's fine, of course. Then again, maybe you'd want to put some kind of figure on it. In the old days, everyone wanted to be a millionaire. That was an easy one to judge if you'd got there or not. Today, there are a lot of people who have houses worth more than that, and they wouldn't consider themselves wealthy at all, and yet haven't quite got around to upping the ante to wishing themselves billionaires. My own definition for comparison is having enough so that I don't have to worry about having enough. How much is that? I never know. There always seems to be more to worry about and, well, less coming in, but seriously, I feel that I have been comfortable since I started counting in thousands rather than in pounds. I know to the nearest thousand how much I've got, how much I need, and how much I can spend. For some people, not worrying might mean having enough to pay for any emergency that might arise in their family or home. So how will you define it? By the number of cars you own, servants, cash in the bank, value of your house, portfolio of investments? There are, of course, no right or wrong answers, but I do feel that until you've worked this one out, you shouldn't read on. If we don't have a target, we can't take aim. If we don't have a destination, we can't leave home, or we'll be driving around in circles for hours. If we don't have a definition, how can we monitor or judge success? If we don't do this, how will you know if this book has been helpful to you? If we don't have a definition, how can we monitor or judge success? And if we don't do this, how will you know if this book has been helpful to you? Thinking Wealthy. Kindly subscribe for more videos. By defining what you mean by wealth, you now have a destination. Setting your objectives is, well, a bit like establishing a timetable to reach that destination. It's quite simple, really. If you know you are going to drive to a certain place, it makes sense to know what time you're leaving home, what time you expect to arrive, what route you're going to take, and what you will be doing when you get there. Getting rich is exactly the same, you see. You will want to know in advance what being rich actually means to you, how you intend to get there, how long you expect it to take, and what you are going to be able to do, or perhaps want to do, with your money when you get it. So having defined what wealth means to you, can you now see the importance of setting your objective? Think about how you intend getting rich and how long it is going to take you, and then set your objective. It might be simple. I'm going to be a millionaire by my 40th birthday, and I shall make my money by running my own property development company. That was easy. Well, it was for me, because I'm only making up an example for you. For you, I wager it's going to be pretty hard. This is because you won't have thought about this before. Oh, I dare say you might have had a casual dream. I want to be very, very rich and or famous and or successful. But few people, only the rich, famous and successful ones in my observation, actually decide what and when and how. You have to if you too want to be wealthy, and well, I assume you do, or you wouldn't be reading this far. Good for you. Now set your objective. I can wait. back already. How did you get on? Your objective has to be realistic, honest, and achievable. By realistic, I mean that setting an objective of being the richest person in the world might happen, but it isn't going to. It just isn't realistic. Honest means, well, you have to be true to yourself and set an objective that you can actually live with and work with. Lying to yourself honestly means it will fail, and lying to others means it will fail as well. Achievable? Yes, that too. If you know nothing about property and aren't interested in learning, have no capital and can't get a mortgage, then setting an objective to be a property developer isn't realistic, honest, or achievable. Happy with what you've got? Good. If not, just have another bash at it and let's get a move on. We want to get you up and running as soon as possible.